morning, sunshine, coming up to you with my morning drive. Today's topic is did you know you are the greatest? It came to me last night. I was kind of over the side of my bed and thinking that we don't really know how great we are, what we're truly capable of. The Muhammad Ali spirit kind of came to me. You know, he was always pontificating and stating that, oh, that's a big word. That's the DM, that's not me. So he really is. We're switching. I feel kind of like in some ways we're switching roles. I'm really working with this divine masculine more, and it's like, to me, it feels like I'm cleansing it, like the energy more, and as soon as I'm finished doing what I'm doing with it, I'm about to send it back so I can be back my divine feminine self, because a lot of times I just feel like I'm in there, and that's why I feel like I'm like the washing machine right now. So some of you all divine feminines, you might be saying the same thing. You feel like right now with the infinity, the energies is being thrown back to you to really truly Virgo is asking everybody coming over this way to truly work. Something's going on. Hold on a second, I'm trying to find out what this is, because I'm trying to say he just coming over to really have a healthy vending. Look like it said bend. Well, that might be in some ways healthy vending, but it looked like it said bend, like help to be able to bend and be compromisable, to compromise too on a lot of things, which bend to me, which will help you to blend, like to come one way on the energies. Like you've been so restricted to be one way. Like I'm in my feminine self, I don't know about the divine masculine thing, but these energies now are helping us to have a healthy bend, to be able to bend in the other areas. It's like trying to be like moccasins. I'm being brought here. It's like you know, seeing how it is in the others' energy shoes. Let me get over, because I don't even understand why this truck is so excessively close. This makes no sense to me. And so that's a biggie. Ooh, no, it's not a truck, it's a school bus. Evidently you think you can get there faster than me. Trust and believe I can drive. So some kind of way you think you won't get there by riding up on my booty. Anyway, that's why it's called it the morning drive, because I will hear me talking to you. But I did not know, side note, now I'll get back on the topic, that we have here in the Chi-Town have experienced, today will be day 9. 9 days of no physical sunshine. Of course you got me, divine sunshine. But 9 days of no physical sunshine. Interesting how, because the city of Chicago is a Piscean city. The mom taught me that. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. And so, interesting with that being like a water sign, how really here in the city of Chicago, emotionally, how we doing, and I'm not too familiarized with the Piscean Pisces energy, and what it brings as well, but I definitely know it being in the motions of water, and understanding as far as how that houses that we're dealing with this. Is kind of cloudy. We're dealing with some things, you know, as well, that we don't feel like shining. I think we're just pretty much at the point here in the city of Chicago, we're trying to find ourselves. I know even with the chief of police, we got a new chief. He's talking about they got this new plan that they're gonna have in place as far as helping to fight crime here, and that's a big thing. So it's kind of interesting how the environment, going back with Mother Gaia, is really also expressing and reflecting what's going on in the world as far as us as people, and what is humans, what we should be actually be dealing with. So we got a lot of cloud cover, and it's like I said, no sunshine. I guess like it's like right now we haven't found there's no sunshine to be shown, because we're dealing with, excuse me, thank you, some enlightening things that we're still trying to find our way here in the city of Chicago collectively as citizens here, Chicagoans. So back to what we're saying. So that's this interesting, this one piece of how that's coming out. But again, understanding how great. I thought about Muhammad Ali, and I almost call him doctor. All right there, but maybe in some other life you came back and became that. But anyway, I think about his transformation and how he came about, and him changing his name, and just like the same thing, just like with us, understanding that just like the greatest book in the main character of the greatest book, Jesus Christ, and understanding that we have to shift our consciousness from being human into being Christ-like, which means again being able to express unconditional love, being able to go beyond our boundaries, being able to manifest things, being able to believe in the unbelievable. That's mostly, and all on top of all that, learning how to shine that light and truly being a light worker, just like he was the ultimate light worker, or Waysure, as I grew up knowing, and being able to shine that light for others, to be able to see and to be able to follow and do greater things than he, greater things than him, or greater things than we have. That especially when we're thinking about the divine feminine, it just hit me and just saying, you know, like I said, my channel seems like it's more divine feminine targeted than anything, because it's 100% when I seen it. That we really have to get to the point that we're understanding how great we are. It's like, I think I remember one time somebody said that if you don't believe how great you are, how you gonna really be able to sell that to the world? You know, that's a waste of, hold on a second, that's a waste of time. You got to get it for your own self, not only for in your heart center and what things you're broadcasting out, if you don't believe, you know, other things. But I also, and they bring this to me and saying, you know, a lot of times, sometimes if you don't believe, the universe say, I got your back, and I will bring you things to help you solidify in you why we believe in you, although you don't believe in yourself. Okay, so like this morning, I am doing a professional development on one of the apps that we use for discipline at the school, because I'm kind of techie. So, you know, when it comes to teaching it, I am really techie. This YouTube stuff, a whole different story. I have to go to Jubilee 1111 about that, say, how you do this? But otherwise that, once I get it, sometimes I just kind of figure it out and tinker around, but sometimes I just don't have the time or the patience, which I'm working on, to be able to, you know, find out and eliminate things that do work and don't work. So I've had 2 times on this job, you know, it's interesting that it is. The spirit has said, you know, although, and I had even my sister principal, he said that, you know, although, you know, she's like, you like a gym that don't nobody be knowing about. You know, my classroom is interested right up into a little niche, and I'm off the beaten path of everybody else, and so, you know, and which I like it that way, because again, some things I'm trying to institute in my classroom with the kids, with yoga and quiet, and a lot of times they got a lot of kids hollering and screaming and going all up and down the hallways, and not even to train my kids are like, can we close the door, because that noise outside is bothering me. I'm trying to really get myself focused for the day. I'm like, oh, wait a second. So, you know, I'm trying to train them in some ways with the light of understanding how to become centered, how to be grounded. Not saying calling it what it is, a spade, but I'm finding a way to kind of mask it, to understand that, you know, I'm trying to help them to understand it's good for you to start your day focused, meditation, things. I play music in there to help them, and so on and so forth. And so, although I'm in a little niche there, nobody kind of knows me about what things I'm doing. And so the sister principal is like, well, she's left now. She's like, you know, you're really doing some great things back there. They just don't know. They ain't got a clue. And I say, yeah, they don't. So then, today, the other assistant principal, although she left, she like, I want you to do class dojo, which is really surprised, because many times I have, you know, have wanted to do something of leadership. And like I said, right now, in case I want to stay there, I don't want to stay there. This is good to put on my resume too, as well as glad to have the spirit. This the intentions. I said it. I don't keep on it and saying, you know, I really need something. I really need something to show up. You know, my intentions is if next time I don't want to stay at the school, the universe or the powers be has been supplying me with other things. This is good to put on the resume. Say I've done a PowerPoint presentation on classroom management, you know, through this app called What you can use, it does not have to be for a classroom. You can use this also for if you have a child and you like to have like a merit system. You're a person that don't believe in corporal punishment or things like that. You too could use this as it gives little nice demerits and things like that and points. And you might can say, okay, well, you did your chores. You can label things and edit skills. You did your chores. That's 5 points and yada yada yada, which is very helpful as well for you. So you can use that too if you have children and you want something tangible the kids can see. That, you know, okay, you want to go to McDonald's for a Happy Meal. Okay, you need to earn 20 points this week, you know, and then you can do it that way. You do it through household chores, you know. You woke up on time. I didn't have to come in there hollering and screaming. She's talking about, wake up, it's time to go to school. You know, I'm tired of doing that. So that can help you like as a way of cognitive behavior, changing type of behavior that you don't like to, by instituting a reward system with the child that way, and instant gratification. So that's one thing. So that's another thing, although like I said, it's applying to me, but then it's also empowering me to say, you know what, somebody sees that you are, you know, you're good at your work, you're good at your craft, and it helps you to give access to say, okay, let me go ahead into the next level. You know, so that's why I say sometimes even if you don't believe in yourself, that's just an example, the universe has a way of saying, okay, you know what, you're not a believer, we'll be able to supply you with some evidence from other people. We use other people, as my mom said, God with the skin on it, or as angels, or the powers that be, little helpers, to kind of say, get this point across to you on some things. And so that this brought to me very strongly last night. It's like we're not really believing in ourselves. We're not really trusting in ourselves. We're not really saying we're worthy of this thing called what we have signed up energetically through spirit, and it's showing. It's some things I had seen on YouTube and other people that's doing channelings or either tarot readings, and I was like, okay, wait a second, this theme is popping up over and over and over again, and it's really trust. I'm thinking, and I'm not too sure, I'll see about that. I did read a good book that was talking about trust, and I know within me that's another issue I'd like to tackle, and I'm thinking about that might be another It is another. Now you came all the way over there to jump in front. Interesting. Okay, that might be another workshop that I want to do. We did the childhood. Now you didn't clear that out. Now, love you. Eliza's place, I love you. Right, and so and so I could go so many ways, from the universe, from ancestors, of those who passed over, and also the DM. So take that out of throw me off a little bit there. Yeah. So what was I talking about? Taking those things that I seen that is on there and understanding that, right, okay, that goes back to that, they give it to you. Like, you know, really loving yourself. You know, I don't think we're really getting this, understand. Oh man, Singer's coming back on? Oh, that's the show. When that's coming back on? Oh, well, I'll look it up and see. Yeah, and so really understanding how, like, okay, I did a squirrel, Masked Singer. Okay, back on track. Really understanding that we are the epitome of love, and going back to what Jesus Christ and what he pretty much has shown us through his way and through his teaching, through his practices. whether you believe in it or not, to me, I always say, look at it as it is a story, or you could say it's like a fable, which that's not what I believe. However, I am open-minded and understanding that everybody has their own experiences when it comes to religion, and a lot of times it gets kind of like a bad rap because of it's been beat over the head. Love you too. Have a good day, whoever driving that car there. Because you're spreading love just from your license plate, and that's a beautiful thing. My thing is that understanding that through your experiences, and a lot of people have been kind of over indoctrinated with that understanding of what spirituality is. You know, some of them it's just like they was in it or forced into it, crammed down their throat, and we understand, and there's some programming that's certain about how people look at themselves and think of themselves that comes from dealing with spirituality. And I get that, I understand that, but you know what, you got to look at it with the principles of charity, meaning that the intentions of it is good. You know, you can't look at it that it's from a bad thing. The whole intentions of spirituality is for you to become better, or have a better way of living, or to be prosperous where you are, be okay with it, and take these keys for these bad days when you have it, and have this word, or take your Bible and, you know, read from it. It's just nothing but to give you more faith, help you to be able to live through life. And that's pretty much what religion is there. In all different religions, nobody's better than the other. And all of them is all going to come back to, I call it, all of them is going to lead right back to Allah, or all back to the powers that be. Either way you chop it up, Buddha, Hinduism, Baptist, Protestant, you know, whatever it is out there. All those things, non-denominational, metaphysics, you know, all those things are going to come back to understanding. And it's just really trying to get a better understanding of who you are, how the universe works, and how spirit goes about things. And that's especially, and I seen the man spitting up. So again, in your thinking, how you can spit out those things that don't really no longer serve you as well. And that's what we got to kind of get back to in understanding, as far as in discernment and understanding how you're the greatest, you know, out there. You've got to hang on to some type of core beliefs and principles that you stand on, that nobody else could come along and just kind of like just knock you over. I think about that commercial where they used to back in the days of the 70s. Yeah, I'm dating myself. Where they had remember they had the little Duracell, and they was like, you better not knock this Duracell battery off my shoulder. They had big old buff men coming up with the muscle man, talking about don't knock it off, don't knock it off, don't knock it off. That's the way you got to be. These my principles, these my beliefs. Don't be knocking it off. Yeah, I am the greatest, you know. You come up and you show, and you got to get to the point to not be unapologetic about who you are. I think about one of my friends is talking about on Facebook. I know he don't watch, so don't worry about that. And his wife had passed away, and he's always been talking about, you know, how much he loves his wife, and how, you know, she's part of his soul, and yada yada yada. So this new young lady, he been wrestling with it. He been real open and candid, and been very transparent. That's the better word I want to say about his journey. You know, wanting love. He had somebody else, but we always tell like, I ain't feeling this one. This one right here look like she out for something else. I don't know. And he's friends with the DM, and him and I became friends. So I was like, yeah, I don't know about this one. He got this other young lady that looks like to me a carbon copy of his wife that passed away. She got long face and everything, glasses, everything. So I don't know if this is a way that she's sending to him energetically, that he feels a little bit more open and able to do it, because she reminds him, and you know, whatever way it helps him to kind of get over that, because I know as our loved ones, they don't want us to be suffering. Those that passed on, they want us to kind of move on whichever way that it is possible to help them to heal. That's not their ultimate purpose. Like I said, death is a reminder to do something, either to get better, to move on, do what I do greater things, and from that point. And so people, I guess some people was kind of telling, you know, like, why you up there putting pictures and posting of you and this young lady, and he was like in so many words, like he wrote this long post on Facebook, you know, that this is who I'm with, you know, I still love my wife. I was about to say a nickname, I ain't saying that because you don't never know who on this channel. And so he's like, all right, Pops, going out there. He look like he about 80 years old out there, walking just like the champ. Got out here exercising there. That's all right. So, you know, just like real, I'm gonna persevere regardless. That's pretty much every time I see the masculine, every time I ask the spirit, like I say, intentionally. You can set it, say everything they brings to me intentionally. It help me with my lesson in life, or a message that I need to know, like in our thinking, becoming mature and still passing on, moving on. Now getting two forks in the road. Some of us got old way of thinking in our thoughts that we still pushing on, that we might need to kind of release and let it go, because he sure didn't look like he got enough clothes on. And some of us, those old beliefs that we have, we just keep on maybe still pushing with it because they do still serve a purpose. So I got a fork in the road with that, and understanding that. So yeah, so he just went on and said, and I posted back on him, you know, you don't apologize for love. This is where the stage of life, this is where you at. You ain't got to explain about where you are, why you doing things the way you doing it. And that same thing like us as divine feminines and divine masculines. We got to get to the point that we got to say, you know what, this is who I am, this is who I'm expressing. You don't never know by them looking at you. You are walking ministry or walking billboard sign for the powers that be, to let them know, oh my God, if she ain't apologizing for how she say things. Everybody know with me, I always has spoken, said, your energy, to my mom, always got to run and joke about that. Your energy, I already know, your energy. Everybody, and they come to me, what energy you picking up on them? What's the energy? What's the vibe? You know, so, you know, all, you know, those people who are around you, they will respect you. Even if and take to you and honor that things that's unique and different. Remember that those, thank you, he's bringing it to me. Remember those things that that are in you. You're here for a purpose. You're uniquely imprinted with the things in which the universe exactly needs just from you. And that's why you should believe in yourself and know that you are greatest. That's the same thing like when we're thinking about comparing ourselves to our counterparts, being in those relationships within those third energies, whether it's the person, place, or thing. We have to remember at all times that you are the best thing out there. Like I said, the best thing since sliced bread. You are the one that has been specially made and tailor made to love your counterpart the way that you do. This other person does not have the right fit, just like a puzzle piece. You could put it in there. You know, I remember I did some jigsaw puzzles, I remember, and sometimes it had that little space left there. You're like, oh, good, this will work. And you look at it and say, okay, yeah, it fit in there, but it still got a gap. Plus on two, second thing is when you look at the overall picture of it, it don't match up. Some like, it could work, but something about that, boy, I like the popo, been watching on me, thank you. Something about that just don't match up. That's called divine protection. That man let me know they with me. Had one on Expressway following right behind me. That's all right. Thank you. And so, you know, you got to kind of keep up and understand that you have something special. So stop up there comparing yourself. I've been guilty of that. Saying, well, about, okay, well, this other one, they bring it to the table. I ain't that. Get out of that mode of that, thinking that somebody else is bringing something way better to the table than you are. That person's your other half of you. Who ever better to know how to love you? That's what y'all was trying to remind me. Boy, y'all was bad. It's like, can you remember the message that we gave you? Who better to love you? Like you say, love you, but I still bless that man, that person driving that car, because that's still, that vibration they giving out there is just beautiful to remind you when you read that to just love you. That's it. And so, who's better out there to know how to love you than you? Nobody else. They could try. Like this, nobody. They could try. Yeah, they gonna get darn close. But it's still, although, like I said yesterday, with the married at first sight, and the pastor be saying that you already are really, truly the one that's should be, excuse me, that's been really matched up, and they seen how you all sync up characteristic wise to be the one that actually loves the divine is supposed to be with the divine masculine or the divine feminine, whoever your counterpart may be, or an expression of. Because, you know, again, they're same. On my show I've seen that we got same genders. Some of us ain't of no different genders either. I think I'm gonna park right here today. I ain't going all the way around the world. Talking bidding around the world, yeah. I can't find my baby. And I can see my car from here too. So to keep that pretty much in mind, she walking super slow. She all right? So to keep those things in mind, that again, you are specially tailor made for your counterpart, and stop putting the dojo partner or the person that they're trying to learn the way in front of you. Right now, yes, it may seem illusional that they are more better suited. Yes, in order for them to get the lesson and the blessing and to check out at this moment, yes, they are the one who is better suited to give them the lesson. Just like each teacher, they're qualified for whatever that they need at this moment. Does that mean that they're qualified to be for the rest of their life? No. Okay, you the one is the deciding factor about that, as far as how that's going to show up and how that's going to play out. But remember again, you are the greatest. And that's what we're forgetting. And when you get in that understand, who better to love me than me? Who better love me than my divine counterpart that knows me inside and out? And so that's the law of attraction that you want to bring in. It's like, I don't want anybody else to love me. I want me to love me. So that starts with you doing your work as far as creating union within self. Then that will bring in the divine master. That's why, again, a lot of times we forget, and we're thinking about, oh my God, I'm just waiting on divine time. I'm just waiting. But we have to understand that in that waiting, that you gain knowledge, you gain power, you gain more strength, more knowing that, yes, this is for me. This is not supposed to be for anybody else. This is for me. Okay, I claim it. This is mine on that one. I think about Jupiter 11, she did something about, I was reading about the cross-washing for the Aquarius. He's like, use mine. Well, mine have said that in so many ways. And I, okay, this is, you know, I say to myself, this is interesting. Which is true. That is true. You know, and then I kind of got myself together from that point on. It's like, yeah, you know, no matter how illusional on the outside it looks, we are tethered. We belong to each other. You know, we belong to the... We belong. All right, that is the end. Let me get on in here. Until next time. Oh, join me tonight for my DM. For my not DM. Don't forget, I am doing a DM 411 readings for $22. Go to divineunisouls11.co. If you want that, that's a 30-minute reading. Just get energy checked in to see what's going on with your DM energies and what you could do as far as your divine feminine energies to help out. That's inside and out. That means in the 3D or in the 3D or in the 5D. Also tonight I'll be on at 8 p.m. Central. I will be doing the divine masculine energy read live. This is be my 3rd year anniversary as being Divine Unisouls and being on this YouTube channel. Yay! And so with that, I am doing messages. I'm looking into what's going on with the dojo, or as you all call it, the karmic situation, how we can help, where's the energy that the DM is moving into. And then I'm also looking into doing $5 holler readings, 3-card readings on air. If you want to have that live right there on the spot, we'll have that tonight. So we're going to have a good celebration. Again, celebrate good times. Come on. Oh, we got BT 44144 on this person's license plate. All right, I'm going. And God is able. Oh, somebody say God is able on their car. All right, that's true. As usual, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste. Namago. Love you. Have a sunshine-filled day.